There is a distinct thrill in watching a perfectly coordinated 3D BIM assemble itself. We map out 4D schedules and optimize workflows to build the project virtually long before a single boot ever hits the mud. But step away from the screen and walk onto an actual job site, and you'll often find a different reality. Schedules slip, concrete is poured in the wrong place, subcontractors collide. We spend millions of dollars and countless hours obsessing over geometric clashes inside our software, yet we almost completely ignore the cultural clashes happening between the human beings actually building the project. Imagine a junior BIM coordinator spotting a glaring structural flaw in the 3D design. If they stay quiet because they dread being scolded by a senior project manager, the digital model fails. The clash ends up on the site anyway. This diagram illustrates 3 converging crises hitting the architecture and construction industries today. Notice the first gear on the left, the missing middle. We are facing a severe talent gap between retiring veteran builders with unwritten intuition and a younger workforce who only know digital tools. Now look at the third gear, the knowledge drain. Because these generations aren't communicating, valuable intellectual property walks out the door every evening. As a result, firms end up making the exact same mistakes on every new project. The hard truth is that our highly technical digital models are only as predictable and successful as the human relationships standing behind them. To fix this disconnect, we have to look to research from Harvard Business School. Professor Amy Edmondson introduced a concept called Relational Intelligence, the capacity to effectively connect with and navigate team dynamics. At the core of relational intelligence is psychological safety. In the context of construction, this is the shared belief that a team member can point out an unrealistic timeline, admit a mistake, or give candid feedback without fear of punishment or losing a contract. Let's clear something up right now. Psychological safety has nothing to do with being nice. It is about valuing truth over comfort. It is a hard operational tool. A fearless organization uses candor to aggressively hunt down design conflicts in the office, long before they become expensive physical problems on the job site. Failing to create this fearless environment carries a direct financial penalty. When people are afraid to speak up, decisions stall and errors stay hidden, resulting in a massive time tax that drains project budgets. This diagram outlines the 5-pillar strategy. It acts as a structured knowledge engine designed to bridge the talent gap and scale psychological safety across an entire firm. The first 2 pillars, purpose and people, establish the foundation. They create the shared context and safe environment necessary for a retiring superintendent to sit down and share hard-earned war stories with junior staff. The next 2 pillars, process and platform, take over. They extract that raw, undocumented intuition from the veteran and encode it into digital, highly measurable, standard operating procedures accessible to the whole team. This chart details the final pillar, performance. We use a continuous feedback loop called the After Action Review, or AAR. Every team member leaves their rank at the door to honestly compare what was supposed to happen against what actually happened, without ego. The AAR protocol was developed by the US military in the 1970s. Its primary function is to systematically fix broken processes rather than hunting down individuals to blame for a failure. By operationalizing this feedback loop, a construction firm stops reinventing the wheel. It transforms an individual's isolated gut feeling into scaled, repeatable organizational intelligence. This diagram highlights a critical shift. Traditional firms act like the image on the left, a rigid machine. The 5-pillar strategy treats the firm like the right, a living organism. Machines require perfect inputs and break under stress. A healthy organism adapts, metabolizes errors, and heals itself. We have to remember that even the most advanced digital platform is completely inert. It solves no problems and creates no value until a human being looks at it and makes a decision. So the next time you open a digital model, ask yourself, are you just checking for geometric clashes? Or are you actively building the relational safety your team needs to speak the truth? To achieve true organizational flow, the industry must stop repeating its mistakes. We have to capture the undocumented wisdom of our people and build truly fearless environments.